For tonight's battle report, we have a 900-point game between the Tau Empire, Tau Sept, and the Necron dynasties of Nova. We will be playing out of the open war cards with this for our deployment. We will be playing the game Take and Hold with the twist of orbital debris. Should be kind of interesting. This is our battlefield for today. We have one objective there, one objective in the middle of the battlefield, and one objective over there. It's going to be a slaughter up the middle of the battlefield with no man's land, so this is going to be interesting. And you got some buildings over here. And all of this over here. Coming around this way. Yep. Tau will have this side over here. Necrons will be on that side over there. And we'll be back in a moment for armies on parade. And then we will do deployment and see who dies first. For the Tau Battalion, we have Shadow Sun. She is equipped with her 2 fusion cannons, and 2 shield drones will be accompanying her. Our Warlord, the Firesight Marksman, he will be using the Seismic Destabilizer this time, and he has the Warlord trait through Unity Devastation. He's being backed up by the Cadre Fireblade. Backing them up in the battalion are 2 3-man stealth suit teams with a shield drone each. They are each equipped with burst cannons and ATS. 3 5-man fire warrior teams armed with pulse rifles and pulse pistols. We have a 10-man Pathfinder team. 7 with pulse carbines and marker lights, and 3 with rail rifles and a pulse accelerator drone. And this will be our Tau for this battle. For the Necrons, we start off with...
Alright, we'll start off with the Overlord. And again, with the Novak Dynasty, he will have the Blood Scythe. He is not my Warlord, though. My Cryptek is my Warlord. And the Cryptek, again, Novak Dynasty, so within 6 inches, any hit rolls of a 6 can roll another hit roll.
Exploding 6s.
He does also have the Chronometron, which gives everything within 6 inches a 5-up a 5-up invulnerable save. Sorry, all infantry units.
I don't like that. Okay, backing him up
so,
are...
Getting to the infantry, I went ahead and divided them up into 3 sets of 8 instead of having the 2 12s like I normally did. But they're just standard warriors. There's no options, so obviously just Gauss Flayers.
Alright.
And then the Scarabs, again, no options, but they are all 1 unit instead of being 2 units. Okay. And again, they're just feeders. They try to munch. My Canoptic Wraiths have the transdimensional beamers, which are the actual ones equipped too. And then they do have the claws equipped, so they're pretty much as you see them. And then I finally have my death marks actually finished, so I can put the actual models on. So they have the synaptic disintegrators that allow me to target characters, and a 6 to wound also does a mortal wound in addition to regular damage.
Ouch. Alright, and that's our Necrons for this battle.
And then, of course, the Novak Dynasty trait is during a charge, whether I'm the one charging, being charged, or performing a heroic intervention, I reroll all failed hit rolls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Focus.
And considering we have no man's land with this particular deployment, that could really come in handy.
Yes, and with the Tau Sept, they will be overwatching on 5s. This is going to be a brutal up-close game.
That's definitely not to my benefit.
Not to your benefit. We will be back in a moment after deployment, and we'll see how this is going to go. All right, for deployment, the Scarabs have set up there. We have the 2 of the 8-man teams are sitting right there. The
third one in the death marks.
The death marks and the little guy that's in charge. I can't remember his name.
The Overlord.
The Overlord is in there.
Oh, the Overlord's there. The Cryptek.
Cryptek. The Overlord's right there. The Wraiths are over there. For the Tau, we have a unit of fire warriors in that building. The cadre sitting in this crater right here. Big old mass of 20 fire warriors, the Pathfinders, and the Firesight marksmen are sitting right there. And then over here, we have the 2 stealth suit teams and Shadowstone. They're about to square off against those guys right there. Could be interesting, could be bad. We'll find out in a minute. So, Necrons have finished deployment first, and they will get the +1. And we will now see who is going first. He rolled a 5. I rolled a 4.
Can you see?
Can I seize with a 6? No, I cannot. That is a 5. So, Necrons will have the first turn. We will be back in a moment after Necron movement for turn 1. Alright, in the movement phase, the little critters have moved over here. These guys kind of shifted over that way. I will remember his name eventually. Cryptek has moved out there. They moved up to take the objective. They kind of stayed put right there. The Overlord kind of came out a little bit, I think. And those Wraiths have moved over that way. Who do you wish to show in the shooting phase?
Let's see how the Wraiths do against the stealth.
Wraiths against stealth suits.
Right,
Round 1.
Each one's heavy D3.
Heavy D3.
2, 2, and 1. Alright, so I'll just roll them all at once.
Alright.
Hitting on 3, 4s. Alright. 3 hits. Strength is 4, so 4 up.
Yep.
-3. So 1, -3.
Be a -2, so it'd be 5 up safe.
Yeah.
Covered. Did not get it. 1? 2?
Just 1 damage.
Okay, 1 suit is damaged. Alright. Let's go ahead and show somebody else right quick.
Alright, let's go ahead with these guys. I made sure to move them over at least so that I had line of sight on that unit.
Alright, they're firing on those guys right there. Alright.
Let me see how many are within 12 inches.
None of them.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 4. He's 4. This guy's just out, I think.
Measure it and see.
12 gets right. I don't know. Pretty close.
No,
Look.
he's just out.
Okay. So just a 4 then.
Alright.
Alright, so 8. 12 dice. Look at these. They're all the same. Alright, so hitting on 3s.
Good. Not bad.
And wounding on 3s.
Strength?
4.
Yes. Ew.
That's not really that good. That's still 4. -1. So
cover.
eliminates cover.
4 up save. 2. Yeah, hold up 2 die. Alright.
Okay.
And we will be back in a moment after the rest of the Necron shooting phase. So, in the shooting phase, this unit right here lost 4 fire warriors. We lost 1 stealth suit from over here. These guys right here are charging into that unit of stealth suits, and the little critters are charging into that unit of fire warriors, which is going to get for the greater good by these guys right here. So there'll be lots of Overwatch going into those little guys right there. On that side right there, we are going to use the other unit of stealth suits. I don't think Shadowsun has line of sight right now to Overwatch. But the other unit of stealth suits is going to support that Overwatch. So, which one do you want to go with first?
Let's get the race out of the way. I think it's less rolling.
Alright. Do you still have... There it is. Hold on. We had a cup the other day. Last game, so I could dump my dice into it. So I didn't have to try and pick them all up with my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. Oops, sorry, that's loud. Alright, 5 stealth suits firing Overwatch on those wraiths, hitting on 5s because of Tau Sept.
That's a lot of 5s. That's a lot of 6s too. So.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. Strength on 5.
Wounding on 4.
Wounding on 4. That's a whole lot of miss. Only 2 at -1.
Alright. 3 up in one, of course. Good.
Alright.
Made my choice.
And we will be back in a minute because I'm going to need a lot of hands for this Overwatch on these little critters over here. So we'll be back in a minute and we'll see what happens in the fight phase. I think I might lose some Tau here. In Overwatch, they lost 4. 4 little critters did not make it in with all the Overwatch that got thrown at it. Those lived just fine. So we're going into the fight phase. Who will fight first?
Roll them out. We got the 8 dice.
The little critters in his hands. Alright, the little critters are hitting on
4s?
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, because of the dynasty, reroll all failed during a charge.
Ah.
Alright,
Two
so
more.
6 hits.
Strength.
Strength 3, so wounding on
4s.
Alright, so 4.
4 ups. 2. What is it with 2s on that unit?
I don't know.
You know what? We haven't used the command point yet. We're going to command point that. We're only going to lose 1.
Oh, okay. Just so you break the curse and it doesn't just become recurring.
Yeah. All right, and that unit over there,
Alright.
the
Minus
spiders,
that, hitting
the
on 3.
shrimp.
Strength is 6. So
What are they?
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
They would normally be 3. Oh well. At least it's 4 of them. And wounding on 3s, right? Because their strength toughness 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their strength is 6. So. All right. 3 wounds at -2.
All right, so that'll be 5 up saves. 2, so 1 more suit is going to die.
2 damage each.
Oh, 2 damage each. So that will actually kill the first squad. All right.
Let me double check. Make sure.
Make a double check.
I believe it's -2, 2 damage each.
Check and see.
Yep, 2 damage each.
All right, that will kill 1 squad. So 1 squad over there has died, and we're about to lay some hits back into this squad here.
I'm consolidating into the drone.
Into the drone. Well, you're actually in base contact with the drone already over there.
Oh.
So.
I didn't realize that, but.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now that
So,
consolidated.
actually, the drone misses.
Cannot take the wound.
No, he missed.
Oh.
He's got a melee.
He's got an attack. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. People with frisbees.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. The fire warriors hitting on 5s. 1. And wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Okay.
So that will end that. And your turn will end and you will score 2 points. And we will be back in a moment after Tau movement for turn 1. Alright, for the movement phase, the Tau kind of pretty much just stayed where they're at. Those guys kind of fell back a little bit. They're going to have some fun with those canoptic wraiths, I hope. And that unit right there in the middle on top of the objective has been chosen by the Firesight Marksman for his through Unity Devastation. On a wound roll of a 6, it's -1 AP. And we are going to start off, as with all things, with the Pathfinders here. We are going to be firing. Well, first we're going to do the Firesight Marksman. He moved a little to come over a little bit, but he's going to fire his marker light at that unit right there. He'll be hitting on a 4, and he will hit. So that unit now has reroll 1s. We are going to put 4 of the marker lights and all 3 rail rifles into the wraiths, and the remaining 3 rail rifles or 3 marker lights into that unit of guys over there. So first are going to be the 4 going at the wraiths, hitting on 4s. Miss. Got 1, 2, 2. Not much, but it helps. The last 3 into the warriors are going to give a reroll 1s. Gives me 2, so we are now at 3. But we are going to go and use, on that last marker light hit, uplinked marker lights for a command point. And this now becomes D3 plus 1 marker lights. So it is at 6. Because that gave me, no, that only gave me 2, 3.
You had 3 on them, and then that's 2 plus 1. 3 more.
Well, it would be 3, but the third one became 2, so it's only. That last one changed to D3 plus 1, and I rolled a 2.
So, okay, so it's 5. Either way.
Yeah.
It's all the ones you got.
All the ones I needed.
For.
It's all the ones I needed.
Yeah.
So now they're plus 1 to hit. So we're going to have a lot of shots going at them, hitting on 2s. Or 3s. Let's start with what everybody. We're going to show Shadow Sun's stand over here. Right quick. Oh, no, wait, I got to do the railguns. How far away are the railguns? Where did my tape measure go?
We've got 15, 14, 16 inches away.
He's probably... Okay, 2 of them are definitely within rapid fire range, and 1 of them is not. Just a little out. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots, re-rolling 1s.
All against the wraiths?
Huh?
All against the wraiths?
All against the wraiths, all 3 of them. And we get to re-roll 1s. Thanks, Garsh. That will give us 1 hit out of the whole group.
Wow.
Strength 6. 6 to wound will give me 1 mortal wound. It will wound at -4 for D3.
Okay. 3 up involved.
Yes, you're 3 up involved.
Consolidation would have put him in cover, but not that that mattered.
Nope.
Ooh. Took damage.
2.
Okay. 1 has been wounded.
Wasn't 1 wounded already?
No, I saved them all.
You saved them all, that's right. Okay.
And these guys, you killed 4 exactly, so those guys are unwounded as well.
We're going to go with 3 stealth suits, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s.
1 reroll. Six hits. Wounding on 4.
1 at -1.
Good.
2 fusion cannons hitting on 2s. Get to hit. Strength 8.
3.
Command point that one.
I thought you already command pointed one of the rails or the mark lights.
No.
or was that last round on the Overwatch?
That was last round for a save, I think.
Okay.
I don't think I've...
Oh yeah, it was a save. Never mind. That's why they only lost one.
Nah, still rolled a 1. So, we are down to 5 command points. I think. Alright, or less. Minus 4.
1.
Just 1. You
Command
are...
point.
Ah, come on.
Command point that one. Okay, I'm good.
Alright. So,
command point
we're going to be back. We're going to be back in a minute after the shooting phase and see what's going to happen next. We got a lot of shots going down that middle run there.
If I'll let you kill one of them.
So you saw in the shooting phase, they saved they took 2 wounds. One's got 2 wounds. We put an absurd amount of shots into that group of Necrons right there, and they lived. These guys used their pulse pistols and took out 1 more of those. We went into the melee phase, and this was their role for melee combat. They've actually hit once. They need 4s to wound, and they will not wound. So the Nibblers
will attack back. Hitting on 4s.
1.
1. Yeah.
Wounding on 4s. No.
Okay,
So now we have a morale check. I'm hoping that this unit will fail miserably their morale check.
They're not. I'm going to spend a command point. Insane bravery.
Anyway.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it's 1 or 2, either way I'm going to use it.
Okay.
And I'll take off my command points as soon as I look at it.
Okay. I think it's 2. Alright, well that will end the turn. And we will be back in a moment after Necron's movement for turn 2. Okay, so for recap, the Necrons are still in the middle and they have added a couple more back to that unit right there. That unit has moved up. The Deathmark have moved over to there. That unit and the Overlord have moved up that way, and these guys over here, the Wraiths, have moved around a little bit over here. And the Critter stayed where the Critter was. We're now going into the shooting phase, and who will be shooting first?
Let me try the important one. Deathmarks on Shadow Sun.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I'm not within 12 inches, so I only got 5 shots. Hitting on 3s, because I gave them the +1.
She's minus 6.
Okay. So I got a +5. So 3 up. Okay, everything hit.
Okay. Toughness 4.
Okay, so 4 up, 6s are mortal.
Okay.
In addition.
Alright.
So 3 wounds plus 2 mortal.
Alright. We'll put both the mortals go into the drones.
Okay.
1 drone dies. And then it was 2 regulars?
3.
3 regulars. No minuses?
No, these are no minuses.
Alright, so this will be a 3 2-up armors. And do we want to use a command point? Might as well. Nothing. 1 drone died. That's it. We'll be back in a minute after the rest of all this shooting is done. Maybe some Tau will be left alive. So, in Necron's shooting phase for turn 2, they have killed 1 stealth suit and 3 drones over here. They killed 2 Pathfinders in here and 2 Fire Warriors right there. We're now going into the melee phase, and charges will be declared.
Wraiths are charging the suits.
I saw that coming.
And that's the only actual new charge.
Alright, and Shadow Sun will overwatch with them. So, suits.
Okay.
Nothing at all. Shadow Sun. 1.
Oh, I mean, figured she'd get 1. That's okay.
Go ahead.
Don't you gotta roll the
wound? Battle wound.
Yeah, that's definitely 1. Okay, but I saved.
Alright, that 3-up save is getting annoying.
Alright, I definitely made my charge. I flew into them, spun around them.
All right.
Assessment. Told them what their faction was like. And I almost don't know if I can get all three of them in here. Alright, yeah. Oh, does the pulse drone or this drone have a Overwatch capable?
No, it has no melee. It's just it can bop you once.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it didn't have a gun.
All right, so combat.
All right.
Mortal Kombat.
Just for giggles, one of them is going to concentrate on the drone. The other two going to concentrate on the stealth suits.
Okay.
So the one on the drone, 3 attacks, hit on 3s. All 3 hit. 6, so 3 to wound. Ouch. 1 wound, but it's a -2.
4 pinball.
Ah, okay.
Drone's good. Drone sticks his mechanical tongue out and goes. Nyeh.
I'm gonna grab that mechanical tongue next round. I hope.
You try.
I will try. Stealth suits. Hitting on 4s. Alright, not bad. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at -2. 2 damage each. No, you can't save your protocol. I've got your drone locked up in another combat.
No, this says it can't do that.
I know.
Ah.
So you gonna do it? Or you just gonna
No, yeah, we're gonna try it. First wound goes over to the drone. It dies. So second wound, I have to make a 5-up save, and we do not. Let's try and command point it, and we make it.
Oh, you're killing me here. All
Killing
right,
me.
good.
Yeah, I'm killing him. So
Good
that's
save.
good.
Good save.
Good save, he says. All right, so you get your little skitterbug over here.
Not what I wanted, but it's a good save.
Skitterbug.
The stealth suits have earned the respect.
They've earned respect, he says.
And iron. Alright, so 2 hits. No. 1 wound.
He did not save, so we lost 1 fire warrior over here. All right, so we have 3 and 2 back with the stealth suits, hitting on 5s. 1 hit, will not wound. We have 1 and 3 back on the little bug over there. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
Ouch. This could...
No, won't kill him.
I was trying to think if the one time you did 1 wound, I saved it or not. No, you didn't wound. You hit, but you didn't wound.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got 1 wound on him.
Alright. That is going to end Necron's turn 2, and we'll be back in a moment after Tau movement for turn 3. Or turn 2. Alright, for movement phase, over here, the 2 stealth suits jobbed up. Shadowsun didn't move because I need my commander over there to not move. But the commander keyword to not move. These guys have moved up. These guys have moved up. The Pathfinder stayed still. They stayed locked in combat. The Cadre moved up, and the Fireflight Marksman moved up to keep everybody within his 6-up bubble. He has picked this back unit here for his Unity Devastation. And now, since Shadowsun has not moved, it's his shooting phase, she's going to use Orbital Ion Beam.
Orbital bombardment.
Orbital Bombardment Tau style. I have to dig the card out here in a second to make sure I'm doing this right. Hold on. I should have had this out already. It's going to use up all of my command points to do this, but I think it might actually be worth it. Orbital Ion Beam. Alright. We are going to roll 2d6, 5, 6-inch line. We're going to go from here to there, across those 3 units. On a 4-up, each unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. and a 5 up on the character. So the first one's over there.
4-5-4.
4-5-4. The 4 up. Didn't get it. I really needed that one. 5 up. Didn't get it. 4 up. Oh, it was a wasted roll. Did not get them.
And it's 3 command points?
3 command points. I'm out.
No. Don't worry, that was nothing. I was actually thinking about my Harlequins.
So that's going to end that little debacle. I didn't do what I needed to do, of course. So, shooting phase. We are going to put the marker light from the Farsight Marksman into the 2-man unit over there, hitting on 4s. And he will succeed. They now have reroll 1s.
Nothing like making sure they're dead.
3 others are going to fire on the unit behind them. Miss, hit, miss. So they will have reroll 1s. And I did not declare, so the railguns will have to fire on that unit behind them because I did not declare.
That's the devastators anyway, so.
I don't think they're within 15 inches, so
No.
it'll just be 3 shots.
Let's see, there's 14. No, they're right at like 15 and a quarter. That little line right there would be 15 inches.
All right. So here we go.
Been accounting for radius.
Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. 2 are going to hit. Strength 6.
1 wound.
1 wound. -4
Okay.
for
5 up
D3.
in ball.
All right. 5 up in ball.
No.
He did not get it. How
He
bad
is
did we paste
toast.
him? He just won.
He is
Just one dead.
Well, it's just regular wounds anyway. Right?
Yeah. All right. We're just going to go ahead and shoot. How do I want to do this? I really didn't want to do it that way, but we'll see.
Pistol's free up for you guys.
Huh?
See if the pistol's free up for you guys.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to fire our pulse pistols into the little critter over there. Two?
Any penalties?
Nope.
Oh, it's dead.
It's dead. Okay, the critters are dead.
It only had
Long
2
live the
left
critters.
in it,
Cadre Fireblade is going to fire on the 2 over there. He'll be hitting on 2s and re-rolling 1s. All 3 hit. He'll be wounding on 3s. All 3 will wound. They were not the picked target, so they're just normal 6.
Okay. 4 up.
They are dead.
Yep. They are.
They are toasted. All right, so that is good. All right, we're going to be back in a minute after the end of the shooting phase because I'm going to need my hands because I got to shoot lots of dice at lots of things here and hopefully kill them all. So we'll be back in a minute. The Tau have finally had a very productive shooting phase and they have gutted the center of the battlefield. And Shadow Sun and the stealth suits took out 2 of the Canoptic Wraiths and the little critter over here died, freeing up those fire warriors. We're now going into no charges at all. Kind of wished he'd lived with at least a wound so I could have charged over there with those fire warriors and tried to take the objective, but I didn't get the chance. So we are now going into
You want me to back up?
Necrons.
I can spend a command point and bring it back.
I think you already did. So we're going into Necron top of turn 3, and we'll see what happens after Necron movement for turn 3. Alright, so for Necron movement phase for turn 3, everybody's kind of turned around and come back this way for some reason. Don't know why. And the Canoptic Wraith has stayed put over there. So, for the shooting phase, who will be shooting first?
I'll start with the Canoptic Wraith.
Canoptic Wraith is going to be firing into...
Beamer at the stealth suits.
At the stealth suits.
D3.
Great.
3 shots. Hitting on 4s. Only 1. Wounding on 4s. No.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, who's next?
Um,
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun.
and make sure he's in range, and then all the death marks will probably be at Cadre.
What's their range?
Yeah, 24 inches is way back here, so they're all in range.
Okay. They may not all have line of sight though.
Yeah.
No, they should be good. They should all be able to see the Cadre Fireblade. Sure, go for it.
I'll see if I can be effective.
See if you can be effective.
5 shots.
As close as we are, it's not really going to help you, but
Probably. 3 hits. 2 wounds. No mod.
1 wound.
Not as good as I'd like, but
All right. So what are your little warrior dudes going to do?
2 at stealth suits. 2. These 2 over here at these 4.
Yeah.
And then these other 4 have line of sight to that 8 man.
Okay, 4 to the 8 man.
Because these 2 are back behind, they can't shoot either one of these. So these 2
Yeah.
are going to shoot over there. These 2 are blocked from them, but they can barely see these guys. And then these 4, he's barely got line of sight, but he can see this guy, and these other 3 can see almost.
Okay.
the unit.
Let's see what happens.
First 2 on the stealth suits. Nope. Next 2 on this 4-man group. Oh, wait a minute, they're within 12, I believe.
Should be. 2.
2 hits. No wounds.
wounds.
Wow, that sucked. Okay, and 4 on your bigger group. Oh,
4 hits?
and they've got the +1, so they were actually hitting on 2s.
Oh,
It only made a difference of 1 this time, but
I'm not sure about the other one. Ugh.
2 -1.
In cover, so 4 ups. 1 dies.
Well, I got 1 anyway.
And I think that's it for the shooting phase. Are you going to be charging?
Wraith on Chelsea.
Wraith on Shadow Sun. Okay, so that's going to be everything firing Overwatch over that way.
I figured.
Although, really, you can't get within base contact of Shadow Sun because she's sitting on that ledge.
I can get claw to base.
I do believe
I don't know. I mean, if
the way I have always heard the rules stated, you have to end your charge within 1 inch of base.
well, I would be underneath her.
But that's within your base is within 3 inches of her base then.
Okay, never mind. I forgot about that, or I'd have moved you over here.
I could be wrong. I'll tell you what, if we're wrong and you watch this video, let us know.
We'll go with that because, yeah. What about the drone? I thought he was.
No, you can charge drone. Drone's on the ground level.
I thought he was dead.
No, 1 lived.
I thought all 4 of them died.
No, 1 lived. Or maybe it did die. I don't know.
No, because you savored because of the last 2 would have killed both.
Well, I killed the 2. I killed the 1, and then you went into combat with the 1, and I thought it lived, but it maybe died. We can take it off. Don't count it. Not there.
But okay, so
I think the other one died in melee, and I just forgot to take it off.
So he's not going to charge then.
Okay. Anybody else?
They're not going to charge over here.
Okay, so that's going to end your turn.
Yep. I'll get 4 more points.
4 more points. And for those that are wondering, the score is now 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 to 4. I got to turn that around. So we'll be back in a minute. I got to do lots of shooting and take that objective in the middle and hold on to it. So we will be back after Tau movement for turn 3.
Yeah.
Okay, for the movement phase, the Tau Pathfinders have stayed put. All the Fire Warriors have run up the middle here. They've got to take the center objective and hold it. The Necrons are sitting there and there. The Shadow Sun and her 2 stealth suits have jumped out into the street and left the Wraith sitting inside the building. Alright, now the Farsight Marksman advanced, so he cannot fire his marker light, but he has designated that unit of Necrons for his through Unity Devastation. And we will be firing 3 marker lights at the Canoptic Wraith over there. And 3 railguns at the Canoptic Wraith because they can't see anybody else because that big building right there is in their way. So, first marker light. Hit. 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 3 marker lights will mean they ignore cover.
So that was 4.
It might be. I'll look in a minute. Alright, I don't think I have 15
Well,
inches.
we'll go with it because it doesn't matter. His coverage doesn't matter. Front guy's got it.
Ah, I knocked him off.
Second guy's just a little bit out now.
Yeah, so one guy has rapid fire range and the other 2 do not. So that will be 1, 2, 4 shots. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. No 1s, 2 misses. Strength 6, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, no 6s for mortals. There. 3 up invulns. Make them. Oh, D3 each.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
3. Or 2.
You only got 3.
2 and 3. So the Pathfinders have killed the Canoptic Wraith. That is going to help me a lot. Alright, for this next shot, we're just going to do this one and then we're going to go out when I do the Fire Warriors. The Stealth Suits and Shadow Sun are going to be firing on the death marks. Stealth Suits first. That is not a whole lot of hits. Huh, half.
4, that's half.
2 guns each. Toughness?
4.
4 normal wounds.
Okay.
Because the cover will negate their -1.
Alright, 3 up. Let me look. I think Death Marks actually had the 3 up save instead of the 4 up.
Okay.
Because I know the Immortals do.
Oh, this is going to be a hard fought battle.
I'm trying. Yeah, it's a 3 up. So.
4 3-ups. 1 dice.
Okay, 1 die.
And then Shadow Sun. Hitting on 2s. She hits strength 8, so wounding on
2.
She will wound twice at -4.
6 up.
6 up.
1 of them, yes.
So one of them is basically pasted. Let's see how bad.
Let's see how bad.
4.
Pasty.
He's smoldering bits and pieces going.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be back in a minute after we do a whole lot of Fire Warrior shots into that unit of guys over there. So we'll be back in a minute, and we'll see how bad this gets. All right, so in the shooting phase, we managed to take out what, 2 death marks or 1? 2 death marks and a good chunk of that group right there. We are going to have some charges in this phase. The 7-man unit up here in front is going to charge the guys over there.
Okay. Any other charges? Or just those?
More than likely Shadow Sun and the Stealth Suits are charging the death marks.
Okay. Alright, so first the Warriors. I got a +1 to hit, but does that also include
No.
Overwatch?
1?
Just 1. No wound. So, come here. There we go.
3 inches will get them in
Yeah.
with their pile in.
Barely.
All right. Give me a second here to finish my charges because I'm going to have to do some finagling of some people to get this the way I want it. And we'll be back in a minute after charges are done. Okay, so these Tau charged in over here and they've kind of tied them up. I kind of did something a little silly because I was trying to charge that unit in too and they didn't make it. But the Stealth Suits and Shadow Sun have made their charge in over here. And we're going to start with that combat over there. And we're going to do the Stealth Suits first into the death marks, hitting on 5s. 1.
Okay.
Will not wound.
Okay.
Shadow Sun. I've never taken her into melee.
Now, Shadow Sun's ridiculousness.
No, she's not ridiculous.
I think she probably still got a 2-up hit.
3.
3? Oh.
4 attacks with the 3-up hit, but she only got 4 strength.
So 3 to hit, 4 to wound. All hit. Okay. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Any penalties?
Just normal, I think. Yeah, just a normal.
Okay,
She doesn't have an ATS, so
1.
1 dies.
Okay.
All right, that did that. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fire warriors over there in combat. 1, 2, 3, 4 regulars and the sergeant hitting on 5s. 3
And the sergeant.
wounding on.
I know there was only 4 in combat.
1 has 2 attacks.
Okay, but that would be 3 plus the sergeant, right? Oh,
Oh yeah, you're right. I rolled 1 too many. No wounds. Strength 3.
okay.
All right, your attack's back, sir.
Alright, I will start with the warriors.
Okay. Nice.
All 3 hit. 3 to wound. Come on, do that again. 2.
1. Okay, next.
Okay. 2 death marks. I gotta remember, they're within 6 inches of the warlord. 6 is to hit. Cause another roll.
Okay.
Alright, so the first death marks, 1 each. Both on Shadow Sun.
Okay.
1 hit. Oh, reroll failed for Novak Diamonds. Still a hit. Or miss. I mean. So 1 hit.
What's their normal? No wound.
Maneuver. Strength is tough 4. So.
Okay.
Okay. And he can't really. I can't do anything to actually hit Shadow Sun with my guy, but.
No, he'll have to hit
Alright,
the stealth
Overlord.
suits.
4 regular attacks. Blood Scythe. 3 more attacks. So 7 total attacks on the stealth suits.
All right.
2 to hit. Strength is 7. 3 to wound. Minus 4 AP. Reroll failed because of Novak. All hit. Six wounds. All at minus 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 2 damage each.
Okay, they're dead.
So each one that fails would.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay.
Stealth suits are dead. They can't live through that.
And he'll consolidate. Right there, basically. Ah. Making a mess of the whole battlefield here. That's
okay.
He basically gets to where he's engaged with Shadow Sun. So I still hold that objective.
Yes, you have 3 within 3 inches. All right, so that will end that, and we will now go into Necron's turn.
Of which you have 3, 4.
Yes, and you have 3. Or no, you had 3 this turn. So we will be back in a moment after Necron's movement for turn 4. Okay, it's through Resurrection Protocols. He got 2 guys back there. He got 2 of his death marks back over here. He's not following anybody out of combat, so we're going straight into the combat phase. No shooting.
Pile in here.
All right.
And then come on now. You can pile in to make it back here.
Looks a little longer than 3 inches.
Right there to there? I mean, technically he's still engaged even being on the other side, I guess, so does he even have to move?
He was engaged in the stealth suits, and the stealth suits were between him and Shadow Sun.
And then I consolidated and went base to base against the death marks.
Okay. Well, okay, fine. Go ahead.
I mean,
Go ahead.
okay, so.
Shadow Sun's done her job. She was a diversion.
Okay, so I will start with those 5.
All right.
Four hit. 2 wound.
No mods?
No mods.
So 1 save. 1 failed. We'll pull that one off the end. No, wait, we don't want to pull that one. We'll pull... Well, technically I have to. You're still within 2 inches. But that one... No, she's outside 3 inches. Okay, so go. Next.
Okay. 4 death marks. Like I said, I've got the exploding 6s. If I keep them all inside the roll box. Alright, so 3 hits. Two wounds. No mod.
3 up saves. Good.
Okay. 4 plus D3. 1 more attack, so 5 attacks. 2 up to hit. 3
No,
hits.
it's 3 up to hit. She's -1.
Oh.
She's the same as stealth suit. She's -1.
Well, I didn't realize that last round.
No, you didn't hurt her anyway.
Alright. So I guess only 1. Strength is 7, so 3 or 2?
She's a standard 3, I think. No, toughness 4.
Okay, so 3 wound. Wound, -4.
5 up and roll. Got it. She said no with a big bunch of nope sauce. Alright, so pile in. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the sergeant. 1. No wound.
Okay.
4 with Shadow Sun, hitting on 3s. She'll go into the Warlord. Or no, she'll go into the race. Or the Death Mark.
Okay.
3 hits.
Okay.
Strength 4.
4 up. Toughness 4. So.
Nothing.
Okay.
That's okay. Her thing's not melee anyway. Alright, so that is going to end the turn.
You still got 6, or how many are within 3 inches?
I don't know. We'll have to measure it here in a
5?
second and see.
You got 5, I got 3, so you got the...
I got the objective in the middle.
Yeah.
So I will score... Well, my turn's not over yet. It's what you scored.
Whoa, that's
You scored 3.
I just scored 3.
Yes. So we will be back in a moment after we decide what the heck Tao's going to do this turn. Alright, for the Tao movement phase, Shadow Sun has jumped out of combat and landed right behind that Overlord or whatever he is. She's going to shoot him in the back. That's just, you know. And these guys have all moved up forward to kind of cap on that objective to get too many bodies within 3 inches for him to take it back. And we're going to start the shooting phase with 5 fire warriors with pulse pistols firing into those 4 guys in front of them. They are within... Oh, and just for giggles and grins, the... first we're going to start with the Firesight Marksman picking that particular unit for his 3 Unity Devastation. And he is going to fire his... No, I don't know if he can't fire into a melee with the marker light. So that won't work anyway. So he's going to fire at the Death Marks with his marker light. Hitting on 4s. It will hit, so they will have reroll 1s. All the other guys are kind of out of line of sight or range. So we're going to do the 5 Fire Warriors shooting at the 5 guys in front of him. Hitting on 4s. They're just trying to take a couple more with them in the shooting phase before they don't hit anything in the melee phase. Wounding on 3s. 3 normal saves. 2 are gonna die. So we killed 2 in the shooting phase. 3, 3, 3, and 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All right. The 4-man unit I have left over there is going to fire on the marksman.
Death marks.
The death marks. Hitting on 4s.
311.
No. Oh, that's right. They're doing
Yeah,
3
you got
ones.
the mark the light.
That's right.
You got 1 more out of it.
Wounding on 4s or 3s?
They're toughness 4.
2 wounds, no mod.
Okay, 2 up. Good.
And then we have the 10-man squad, which is also within rapid fire range. I know this, it's every dice I've got but 1. Alright, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. We're just going to try and make him have to roll so many saves that he is going to get fails. All right, there we go.
A lot of hits.
A lot of hits. 3s to wound.
At least this is still a 2 up save.
I actually really don't want to kill them.
11.
11 saves, sir. Let's see how many 1s you can get.
1. So I still got 3 guys.
All right. I'm okay with that. And then Shadow Sun is firing 2 fusion cannons into the Overlord. Both hit. Strength 8.
3. He's toughness 5.
Both wound at -4.
4 up and
All right. Don't make it. Oh, he makes it.
Good on both.
Not bad. Not bad. We're still in this. We're going to go straight into the melee phase. So my fire warriors are going to pile in over here, and the 4-man unit's going to charge in, which they're going to make all the way over here.
You said you were going straight to melee.
Well, they're charging in.
I know. I'm just
And the other unit is going to charge in.
Oh, come on.
I have a reason for this.
I know. I think I know what it is, too.
What?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay, so everybody's piled in over there. We got, what was it, 5 guys left?
Yep.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
6 dice.
Yeah, okay, first unit's attacking.
3. Nice.
3. 5's to wound. Nothing. The 4 unit is attacking. Two. 1.
Good.
And we got 3 of the other unit in there. Is the sergeant in there? No, he is not. That guy would be over there. Sorry. So just 3 regular guys. No, 4. Because those 2 are within 1 inch of a guy within base contacts. Would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. None of them are the sergeant.
Okay. 2.
Nothing. Okay, sir. Your attacks back.
My 3 attacks back are at the 4-man unit.
Okay.
2 hits. 2 wounds. Why couldn't I roll the rest of the hit?
1 dice. So we will take that one. All right. That will end Tau turn 4.
Okay, that's good.
And we are now going into Necron's turn 6, or turn 5. And we'll be back in a moment after what movement we have moved. Okay, for movement, the Overlord has moved off this way. He could not reanimation protocol his Necrons because I have too many Fire Warriors in close enough proximity, so he cannot do that. And he brought back 1 more of his death marks. We're now going into the shooting phase.
And the only ones that can shoot are the death marks, and they're going to be trying to hit the cadre. So that way
They're going after the cadre. The cadre is next on his line of. They just want to kill him.
Right. 2 up base hit because he gets the +1. Alright, so 4 hits. The 6 is only in the fight phase, never mind. But any 6s to wound are mortal.
Alright. 1.
Alright. 1 mortal and 4 other normal.
Okay.
So 5 total wounds.
He saves 3, so he takes 2.
Okay.
He is at 4. He has 1 wound left. He's thrown his thumb out at you.
Alright. My Overlord's going to charge the 4-man unit. And my death marks are going to charge status.
All right, they are in combat, so they cannot fire Overwatch. And 3 inches is not going to do it. Might get you within an inch.
I might command point it if I have to.
You shouldn't have to. I think 3 inches is going to get you within
3
an
inches
inch.
almost gets him base to base.
Okay, so you're good.
So it just barely makes it.
Go on in there and say hi.
I am.
That's okay. I thought actually that's a 3-man unit now.
Well,
You killed 1.
I was just saying 4-man because of the last round. So.
Okay, so
Alright, and then on Shadow Sun.
Shadow Sun will fire her Overwatch. She will hit with 1 at least. Strength 8, so that will wound.
Yep.
-4. We're just gonna.
Oh wait a minute, 6 will save. No.
Let's see how badly she pasted that guy. She pasted him with a 5.
Yeah, that would have taken out the whole unit. If it carried over.
Yep.
Alright, so. Oh, yeah. They done surrounded her. Not that it matters, I mean, she can fly.
That is true.
Ah, no.
He just moved his models.
I'm gonna have to put it down there. He's actually. A little.
Oh.
Glue came. It's hanging by a thread of glue.
Oh no, his cables are coming loose. Alright, so he is charged in. Alright, so combat phase will begin with.
I'll go ahead. I'll start with the 3 death marks. They have the reroll all failed. Exploding 6s, because the unit's within 6
Alright.
inches.
So.
Reroll failed. All 3 hit.
Alright.
2 wounds.
Oh, she takes 2 wounds.
Alright.
First time she's been hit all game. She's been saving like crazy.
Alright, and then my Overlord is going to try to paste those last 3 warriors.
Okay.
4 attacks plus D3. 2 more. 2 up to hit. Rerolling fails.
Like it's really needed.
Yeah, so everything hit. Strength is 7, so 2 up to wound.
-4, right?
Yeah, so.
They're dead.
And I don't think 6s on the wound do anything for that.
It wouldn't have mattered. They were pasted.
Yeah.
At a -4, they didn't even have to stand a chance. Okay, and your 3-man squad. 3-man group.
Let's go with the ones that are actually on the objective. Just for giggles.
Well, the only ones that are actually in... oh, no, they all charged
The
10.
10-man squad.
You're going to go for the 10? Okay.
No, let me see if I can bring down the 5-man.
All right.
Because
They're the ones that have been in melee the longest. They have persevered.
3 hit. No wound.
All right, so we're going to get 1, 2, 2, 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to roll
So
all
it'll
of
be
these.
5 and 5.
5 and 5. One of them's not the sergeant. Actually, it's 6 and 5 because the sergeant on the other one's 2 attacks.
I just meant 5 people.
Yeah. So, hitting on 5s. Two. And they will be wounding on 5s. 1.
Save on 4. Nope. Okay.
We killed 1.
Okay.
The Tau have killed 1. And Shadow Sun has her 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. 2. Wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Okay.
Could have figured that was going to happen. And that is going to end Necron's turn 5. And we will now be moving into Tau, turn 5. And we'll be back after movement. I don't think there's going to be much of that, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, for movement to phase. Shadow Sun has fallen back out of combat and landed on the objective. And everybody else is just kind of sitting right here, getting ready for the furball. The railguns have moved over to get a line of sight on that one death mark over there by Shadow Sun. So we are going to start. Let me see when I have to do this. I actually got my Warlord in range for this finally. At the start of the shooting phase. So at the start of the shooting phase, the fire sight marksman is going to use his seismic destabilizer on the death mark. On a roll of a 6, they take a mortal wound. And I get 3 rolls because there's 3 in the unit. And of course it didn't work. But, you know, at least I finally got him in range to use it. Because he has to use it on something that's in cover. So, for the next round, we are firing 3 railguns at the marksman, hitting on 4s. 2 are going to hit. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. 1 at -4.
6 to save.
He got it. He got it. He got it. That's cool.
Tenacious little bugger.
The cadre is going to fire on them. And 1 is going to miss. Need 3s to wound. 1 will wound. You'll get a normal save.
2 up. Good.
Alright, then Shadow Sun is going to fire. Both are going to hit. Both are going to wound at -4.
6 is... Nope. Okay.
Just to see.
Not bad.
A 5 and a 4. 2 have been pasted.
Yeah.
But he did keep that one closest to her, so they will contest that objective. He's trying to take the objective from him, but it's not going to work. So, we figured this up a minute ago, within 1 inch. We may be doing this wrong, but all my models have pulse pistols. They're we're just using the ones within 1 inch of his 2 guys left. So there are 10 guys firing, 2 shots each.
I'm going to laugh and thumb my nose at you if those 2 survive.
Alright, so here we go. Hitting on 4s. It's a good possibility, because Well, even if I have missed all this, I've still got a chance to actually try and kill something in melee. And then wounding on 3s. You will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 saves, sir.
And it actually reads to me more like you can fire the entire unit.
Well,
So 6 saves or 4 saves?
6.
6. I don't want 4 up, that's why. Nope, but it.
Alright, we took him out. We have
actually,
killed the Necrons.
But what it says is a model can fire a pistol even if enemy units are within 1 inch of its own unit.
So it would be the range.
This one can still fire, could still fire at them.
Okay,
Not
so...
that you needed all of them, but...
No. Alright.
Just
That is going to end Tao's shooting phase. We are not going to charge anybody this turn. Tau are going to score 6 points, and for sake of points totals, Tau are going to win by 1 point. Or 2 points? 2 points. Tau win by 2 points. We had to slug this out to the 5th round.
Well, it is the end of the 5th round. It is not random battle length, so 5th round is the hard
5th round is done.
So.
But that was a slugfest. 18 to 20. So, I hope y'all liked this battle report. And so we had a question earlier about charges and distance between floor to ceiling. From what I've read, it's base-to-base contact within an inch. Within 1 inch. I've heard some people say that there's maybe a house rule where you can do 3 inches through floors and stuff, but I don't know. We're going rules as written. So if somebody knows a rule as written that gets around that, let us know. And we will see y'all next week.